As most of you know, I've been to Sturgis many times. Well, this is another series of my Sturgis videos coming up now. This series is going to be titled Sturgis 2019. So, check them all out. Thanks for following. Does that boy look like he's feeling better? Oh, I think he does. I think he looks like he's feeling a lot better. Thanks everybody for sending me the goodwill wishes on my boy. He is feeling better. He is feeling better. His eye is, I don't think he's going to lose it. That's a good thing. He might have lost some sight, but that's all about hang. Right now, I want to turn this camera around a little bit here so I can look in it. As you can see by the hairdo, I just got back from town. Got the bike all washed up. Let's go over that. She's all washed up, shined up, and all the fluids have been changed in this thing. First time that's ever happened. Also, I got a cold. Hopefully that goes away before we take off. But, uh-oh, sticker thing's falling off. There we go. So we got a new fluid in the fork legs, got new sliders. We got new oil, motor oil, filter, transmission oil, the other oil in the other case. We got new brakes put on all the way around. We got new brakes and rotors put on in the back. You can see them back in there. Let's see if we can get this to it. New brakes and rotors there. We have a new starter in there. High output for the bigger motor. We got a new battery. And let's see. Everything else is adequate. It'll get me there and back. Next year it'll have to be new tires and stuff because they got a couple thousand more miles left on them, pretty sure. Maybe 10. More like 2. But it's all ready to go, as you can see. Anybody want to know what that's for? That's to lock my helmet. If I'm going into a store or a cafe, I can open that up, lock my helmet right in that sucker, and they ain't taking off with it. I've had them stolen before. But it's ready to go. I already got my mount for my solar charger here. I'll show you how that goes. But I think she's looking good, and it's ready to go. Now then, my next step is going to be putting all of this stuff on here. Yep, all of this has to go on the bike. Let's do a quick run through here. I didn't bring my pistol out here, it's in the house. The pistol goes right here, or it goes on my belt buckle right here. Then I also have my, there you go, my belt knife. Belt buckle knife that I carry. Okay, we got my sleeping bag here. This sleeping bag is good for like under 0. So it's adequate for anything. Got my shaps right here. They'll be ready to go, all wadded up. We got the fur for the seat. You'll see that one in a minute. We got my hat. You might be able to recognize me by that hat. I've wore it a couple times. Then I also take an old hat. This thing here is sweat beat, weather beat, and still fits and works. If it's raining and I want to get off the bike and look around, I'm not going to wear a good hat like that. I'll just throw that on. Then you got to take your hand cleaner. That goes up in the pouch on top. We got the little tripod folded up. Take it. This is what will hold everything on. We got 2 solar chargers here. That'll work great. This one will hang on the back of the pack. You'll see that in a minute. This one here will hang up right on. Let me move it over here, guys. Probably can't do it with one hand, but we'll give it a try. This hangs up on right there like that. That's where it goes. Then this rubber band goes around it just for security. You know how things bounce. Okay, now that'll charge all day while it's out in the sun. That's all there is to that. Once this is charged up, it has before, last year anyway, it charged up my camera and my phone in one night, one evening. I just throw it in the tent and charge stuff. Okay, back to here. I take a pair of riding gloves and I take a pair of insulated gloves. If it's real cold and raining or something, I can throw them on and they'll usually keep the rain out. But if they don't, then I got a pair of black, somewhere in here I got a pair of, I don't know where they are. Anyway, I take some mechanic gloves, the leather, the rubber ones. I take them and I'll put them underneath if I'm in a day rain. It looks like 2 days might be raining. Then I got my shorty gloves. I wear those because I got carpal tunnel. And then I had these, a pad put in here, and it makes a difference. I take a sweatshirt. That'll go underneath either this jacket here, depending on the temperature, or my heavy-duty jacket. You've seen this jacket. Somewhere on here there's an arm. Let's find the arm. Like I said, I've been to Sturgis a couple times. Matter of fact, I almost got to quit because I'm running out of arm. So, that'll go. Sweatshirt will go. One thing about sweatshirts, the hooded sweatshirts look nice. They're good when you're just wearing them. You put the hood up. But if you get caught in the rain, let me inform you that that hood will catch rain and send it down your back. You don't want that. Then I'll carry a buck knife naturally. Then we got my, this is the Coleman single air mattress. It will, it works great. It's a few years old. People have used them and they said they didn't have no luck with them, but I have. I bought this the other day. Well, about 4 months ago down in Arizona, and it's pretty cool. You wet that down, and man, if you're hot, you just lay that on your face, your chest, wherever you're hot, around your neck, and that'll cool you down, and it don't take much water. Then I had to go shopping. As you can see, I've been shopping at the thrift store again. Got me a new used white shirt because I couldn't find my old one. That I'll wear when it's hot out, and I don't want to wear anything else, but I don't want to get beat by the sun. That old shirt will work great. Usually, the end of the ride, they'll get stained or dirty or whatever. I just throw them away. That only $7, I think. Then I got my camera case. And all the camera that's going in it, camera gear that's going in it. Here's a quick little deal on what I'm taking on cameras. This is just full of batteries. And then we got the chest mount thing. Chesty, they call it, somebody said. Going to have the Sony camera. That'll be doing most of the filming. Then we have the covers for the HD little cheapy camera. That'll be mounted probably on the front of the bike. GoPro will probably be mounted on the helmet and on the chesty piece. I always take an extra camera phone because I can always use that for a camera if this one breaks down. And then we got all kinds of USB ports to run onto the chargers right here. Then the charger's got to be hooked up to the bike naturally, or to the cellular devices you've seen me with on the bike. Little cellular chargers there will be plugged into this stuff. Then you got to have a fuzzy thing for the mic for that thing because it's windy. But that's the gadget. So this goes on the back of the GoPro, so it has a screen so I can see what it's at. All that's going to be packed into this little bag and then onto the bike. Oh, I also take quite a few of these. All these cameras are already loaded up with the SD cards, but I take extra ones just in case. So in the bag it goes. Then we got right here, this is my rain gear. Hopefully we don't need it. Like I've said before, if you take your rain gear, it probably won't rain. Right here is a towel. It's like a chamois for your body. There's the name of it. My buddy Spanky bought me that, and that worked just, I mean, you just lay it on you and it sucks the water right off of you, and it dries real rapid, which is good. So, yeah, this sweatshirt doesn't have a hood on it, by the way. If you didn't grasp that. Now it's supposed to be up into about 100 when we leave the first day. So I'm going to take this Cool Blast Mistimate. And you put water in here, then you pump this handle up. You hang this on your belt, your bike, whatever. Usually this goes right back here. I'll show you when I get it all packed up. It goes right back in here, and then this goes over my shoulder like so. I'll show you that in a minute. Then I can just open up the valve and keep myself cool. I take a safety net. Everything's put on with all these belts and brackets and dog collars is what I usually use. Everything will be put on with that, but then I go over it with a safety net just in case. Now here's the air pump right here. My Coleman air pump gave up after 3 years, but I got that one at Kmart. It works fine. I take an extra bag just in case I buy something that needs to be protected. Then I can stick it in that bag and throw it up on top. Right here we got the helmet. I'm going to wear this a little more this year, I think, and sound is starting to bother my ears. The wind. It's got my GoPro mount on there for it. I'll be taking that. Then I got this jacket. Got this off Craigslist. It's a kind of a see-through kind of stuff. You really can't see through it, but the wind can go through it and it keeps you cool along with that white shirt. This one right here, you've seen the little blow-up pillow? Well, it's in there, along with another pillow. This thing will get real small naturally because it's pillows. Now, then we got the cool wrap. Somebody said they couldn't find these anymore. I don't know where they're selling these at, but they got the little pellets in there. This will be stuck in a Ziploc bag full of water, and it'll swell up, and it'll be ready to go wrap around my neck on a hot day. Then we got my tent, which I really like. And that's about it. My clothes goes in a bag a little bigger than this, and the clothes will fill up this whole trunk. The clothes go right through here in the bag. I don't take a whole lot of clothes. My air compressor goes here, and I got a little thing goes there in each corner to surround the bag full of clothes. And I started doing this when I got the bike. These are the places I've gone and some of the tuner I use and such like that. But okay, now all we got to do, only thing left to do is, come on, focus in, put all that on here. And well, let's do that right now. And with the magic of editing, there it is. She's all packed. Keep my sunscreen down there. My little persuader right there, just in case I need to pull a stake out or put a stake in or stop somebody from tipping my bike over. Cell phone goes right up in here and can be charged from over there with a cord. I also have a charging set up inside of there. Yes, you know. These lights suck out so much juice, I only use them if I'm coming up to an intersection and I see some dumbass that doesn't look like he's looking at me. I'll flick them on and off and you'll see them, they're bright. Then we got our GoPro mount right here. So you'll be seeing some shots from that area. We got on this side here, I'll be able to put the camera in I'm shooting with right now. It'll go down in there. Once that dries out, it'll go down. Yep, it's just got to dry out. We got the fix-a-flat and some other things. You've seen that stuff already. Now I'll sit down right here, then when I'm done I'll almost be laying down because there's your sleeping bag right there, and then this is locked on with a Caribbean right there. It ain't going nowhere. It's going to stay right there. Come on, focus in, focus in. There we go. It's going to stay right there. We got the mister right here. I got to adjust that a little bit, but that'll come up. The hose will come over my shoulder and hook right into me. All this is carabined on, and you got your pillows, your rain suit, everything. Got a couple things on the table that aren't put in, but they go in up here. When I get my clothes in, like I said, my air pump goes in there, and my shower stuff will go with my shower stuff. But everything's in there. You got the jacket in there. Everything that I'm going to take fits in the bike. So I could be buck naked riding this bike and I'd have everything I need. Because if you pack your bike all the way up and then you got to take your jacket off when you're going down the road, where are you going to put it? So pack your bike with everything you're taking. Then when you take it off to wear it, your jacket or whatever, your helmet, your hat, whatever, you take it off, you can put it on, you have an empty spot on your bike, but that's okay. Because when you want to take your jacket back off, you can put it in there. You don't have to go, well, shoot, I ain't got no place to put it. So I always wear a pair of gloves, like I said, for the carpal tunnel. So these just hang right there. As soon as I leave, they'll go on. And I don't know if any of you have seen these, but I made these myself. They're on there somewhere else. These are just my own freeway pegs. Nobody does that. Let's see if we can see another better shot over here with some light. The shop's a little lacking on light. Okay, let me get this camera here. Alrighty. If you can see that, all that is angle iron with a tab welded on the bottom. L metal. And then you bolt it there, and then you just put them on it. And then they hide back when you don't want to use them. That's all there is to it. So that's that. Bandana hanging up there. Eric will be riding on here somewhere, probably right here in that bag. We got everything else you've seen, the tools and the water jugs and all that. So this is ready to go. So we haven't, let's see. Yeah, we haven't got long now, hours before we're out on the road. And I'll put a video on here right before I pull out to let you guys know I'm going. And then may put one on here when we get to the first gas stop, which is just outside of town, where I'm going to meet everybody at Flying J at 7:30 a.m. on the 5th of August. If you're going to go, that's where I'll be. So that's this one for now. The next one you'll see, I'll be sitting on that sucker ready to go to Sturgis. Hey, y'all have a great day. Hope this helped you out on your packing. Oh, let me show you something. I told you about the dog collars. Well, that's what's holding all this on. You see the dog collar? The dog collar? We got big dog collars right there and right there. Them are from the dollar store. That holds everything on. It's easy to clip them on and off. If you remember where they went, when you roll your gear up the next morning, you just clip them right back on. Everything is good and easy to go. So, with that being said, we're out of here. We're ready for Sturgis. Are you?